and welcome to another in the Ask the Data Governance Coach video series. Now, after my last video, after saying I hadn't actually done a video on data governance frameworks for a little while, I got a question straight after publishing my last video asking me whether you should draw a data governance framework. And I thought this was such an excellent question because this is something that I've advocated for many years. Now, we know from the previous video that we do need a structure when it comes to implementing data governance, and that is what we call our data governance framework. And it covers the why we're going to do, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. Now, this is obviously going to take many formats, and the chances are you're going to have some written documents and you might have some process documents. But what I find really, really useful is to have a diagram showing your data governance framework, how things fit together. Because when you start implementing data governance framework for the first time, you're implementing loads of new ideas and concepts that just didn't exist in your company before. Now, if you're the one doing data governance, you may have got your head around what you're trying to do. But you have to remember, it probably took you a while. It certainly took me a very long time to get my head around all these concepts. And it's not helpful if we turn up and talk to a new stakeholder and randomly start talking about the data governance policy and our data catalog. And did we mention we're going to do some definitions and do some data lineage? Their head is going to be spinning because these are not terms that they heard before. These are not things that we've done at our organization before. And I find that particularly, personally, I'm very enthusiastic about data governance. You may have noticed. And when I was very new into doing data governance, I would tend to bounce into senior executives' office and just blurt out all the things I wanted to tell them about data governance. And you could see them kind of just getting really confused and not entirely sure what I was talking about. So I learned very quickly that if I drew a diagram which showed the things that I was trying to implement and how they related to each other, I could have one sheet of paper. I would challenge you to try and create it on one PowerPoint slide. It is a good discipline. If I can draw a structure of what I'm trying to implement, who's trying to do it, and explain how it fits together, that gives me a structure to talk through, stops me doing a scattergun approach and telling everybody everything I know about data governance. But it also gives a diagram for the person you're talking to follow and gives them some structure to latch onto. So I find them really, really valuable, both in terms of controlling my urge to tell everybody everything about data governance, but so many stakeholders over the years have said that they find the structure really, really useful. It's a very lovely pictorial diagram for them to refer to and to remember what we've been talking about. So I really would recommend that you create a diagram to show your data governance framework. So I hope you found that useful. And if you did, please help me on my mission to help as many people as possible be successful with data governance by liking, commenting, and sharing it on your choice of social media. Thank you so much for your help, and hopefully I'll see you here next time.